Alright, so today we're checking out JINJER. This is No Hoard of Value. This is the lyric video. This is the one that most people wanted me to watch.
Hey, caveman, when did you see the sky last time? How deep is that treasure you are told to find? The replay, how what you feel, what you feel, is that what you really are? Hey, caveman, what you like so far?
Gotta assume. I'm assuming this song is about miners. People who work underground. Nice movie. Just enough of a change. Sweet.
Want your blood free, all this rest you can't into stones. Come on, adventure, another course to the better world.
Well, that was cool. Yeah. That was cool. That's the first lyric video I have reacted to. Not the first Ginger video. I've got Perennial Live, Pisces, Sit, Stay, Roll Over, a couple others, and now No Hoard of Value. At request, multiples of you have wanted me to react to this, and mainly because if you've followed the Ginger journey, I started out with the newer stuff. I'm not a progressive metal kind of guy. I'm definitely more of a straightforward thrash metal, I guess you could say basic metalhead. And this is not a basic band. This is not even close to being a basic band. There's going to be some interesting things that come out of my mouth here that are going to make you go, that contradicts some things you've said, but it makes sense based on how you're watching Ginger. This so far has been the most user-friendly song to a classic metalhead's journey. What I mean by that is that's the most metalcore version I've heard of them yet. That was the least progressive version of Ginger that I've heard yet. And it was awesome and amazing. I liked it very much. It just kind of fit my, for lack of better terms, more narrow scope of metal. As I grow in the progressive side of things and start to appreciate it more as I listen to more with you guys, I start to grow into it more, like it more, understand it more. It fits into my musical brain a little bit better. It was very interesting because I'm sitting here listening to Ginger going, hey, I asked for a more straightforward, just classic metalhead Ginger, and you gave it to me. And I'm going back in time and I'm kind of working my way up through Baby Ginger into the newer Ginger. Still prefer the Baby Ginger stuff a little bit more, just as I grow. But it's interesting how I sit here and say, I didn't hear as much progressiveness from them this time. And you as somebody watching my videos should be thinking, do you miss it? You kind of want it now, don't you? And it's like, maybe. I've definitely spent enough time listening to them now to know that that's kind of an expectation, and I do welcome it as I grow up through the Ginger journey. That being said, no, I didn't miss it. I didn't miss not having it by any means. I just noticed it, which means I'm growing, right? I think that's what that means. I'm growing in my gingerness. But thank you for recommending this. This was fantastic, awesome. I typically don't pay attention to lyrics up front, and that's mainly because of the way my brain works, guys. A lot of you are just like, message, get the message. Like, I don't listen to lyrics very much at all. Megadeth's my favorite band. I probably know 60% of the lyrics of their songs. I'm a guitar player. I listen to band first, typically. And as much as it may kill some people to hear this, the meanings of the songs aren't always super important to me, especially on the first listen. I just want to listen to the whole thing mixed, and determine what I think of it at that point in time. How did it rock me? How did it make me feel? I'll get to the message. Sometimes it comes through loud and clear, and sometimes not as much. This seems like, because it's a lyric video, I'm going to talk about that. So I'm assuming this is a song about like gold digging or mining in caves or something like that. There was a lot of communication about dig deeper, harder, faster. So I don't know if this is like a, reference to some sort of, work camp or something like that, or if this is just something specific to them. I know they're from the Ukraine, so I don't know if there's just a lot of this that happened over there. I couldn't tell if they were celebrating the caveman or if they were standing up for the caveman. So I know you're going to tell me the story in the comments, and I can't wait to read it. It's interesting. Sometimes you guys share the stories, and there's like 2 or 3 different versions of it. So I can't wait to see you guys talk it out in the comments. You've recommended a lot of Ginger songs. I've got a long list to go through. Feel free to recommend more, and I will probably continue down this journey as we go through Ginger fandom. I'd like to say at this point in time, I've become a fan of Ginger, for sure. I'm not new to them anymore. I don't digest them constantly, and that's mainly because right now I'm in the process of digesting thousands of songs, as you would say, because I've got a list of reactions that everybody now wants me to do. Great journey. I'm glad to have the time finally in my life to go out and rediscover some music that I may have missed over the last 15 to 20 years as I was in a band and I was raising a family and just a little bit too busy to really let stuff like this sink in. But that's what I took from the message of this. This was their least progressive version of a song that I've heard so far. I really liked that, just because it kind of fits my classic metalhead mold. But know this, my fellow Ginger fans, I did notice that the progressiveness wasn't as much there. And that must mean that I'm listening for it a little bit more, and I'm welcoming it, and I'm happy for that. So thanks for this. Talk to me. I love reading your comments, as much of them as I possibly can, and we'll get back to more Ginger in the future. I can promise you that. There's a whole playlist of Ginger, and hey, if you even want to check out my band, there's a link in the description for that. It's September Sky. We're alternative metal. We've been around for about 12 years. I don't talk about us too much, but there is a link for it if you want to go check out the YouTube channel and see me doing my thing. I know how to play those little sticks over there just a little bit. I'm a rhythm guitar player. I don't have the level of talent that the majority of the bands I'm listening to have. And I'm okay with that. I'm a little jealous, but that's just because they worked at it harder than I did. They're just better than me, which is why I'm listening to them. So thanks for this. Remember, I'm just an old school metalhead, always have been and always will be. If you are coming over here from one of my other videos that maybe wasn't as heavy or hard as this, and you're like, damn, I need more. Like, how do I become a metalhead? Watch more of this. And for those who are in the Ginger family, I once again thank you for having me.